between the episodes on Eisenholm. As the summer rain danced down upon the land, a mighty need arose within. I had cleaned out a few meteoric iron impact sites during that southern journey, so combined with the bits and pieces we've accumulated over the years, I thought it was time to put all of it to some good use. And what better use than a whole bunch of axes for our tree farm? That's better. I don't know how much acacia we're going to need for the castle interiors, but what I do know is that it's going to be a lot. First, though, these maple trees are going to have to get cleared away. I forgot to shear the leaves. No seeds for me. Not to worry, we have a few more stacks of maple seeds back at the farmhouse, so no harm done. With the floodgates opened, I collected the logs to store away, set down our new axes in preparation for future harvests, and got to planting the acacia seeds. On my way back, I noticed that pair of pear trees produced produce, apparently. Oh boy. Now, the acacia may be planted, but that is only one part of the acacia-chert combo for the castle. Consulting the map, I noticed a marker I'd placed all the way back when we were first seeking out slate for our farmhouse roof. It wasn't all that far, so it was time to set sail.
That guy's gotta lay off the coffee.
As dawn slowly approaches, that now brings us to today. Well, we're home, we're safe, we've got a few things going, and a couple other things ready to be done. And I say it's spring, but really we're well into summer almost. So let's get doing the things that we need to do. And don't worry, the upstairs here, this will get done. I'm not going to say that I was waiting for 1.22 and all of the new furniture stuff, but it sure is a convenient excuse for having, definitely not just forgetting over and over again. I have a mind like a steel trap. It doesn't hold water. In fact, it rusts and corrodes. Let's grab a little bit of food before we start our day here. Ooh, before we hop upstairs, though, there's going to be plenty of compost to be grabbed from around. What we really need to do is drop off these little slabs. Alrighty, with that stuff put away, let's head on over to release the beasts. Realizing I never really put a door into the backside, have I? No, I fully intended to have a door right about here. Well, I'll just keep going in the hole that I haven't sealed up yet. Gotta finish that soon enough. Hello? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I have to light it up down there a little bit, I think. There we go. We have our ewe freed and ready. We have to get some food in that trough. First, I gotta deal with the lad down here. He shouldn't be here. Get out of my basement. You don't even have any string in your pocket. And you, good ram. Ah, right, I forgot you don't like people. Alright, let's grab them a little bit of grain so they can get to doing things. Right, I used all my flax before I left. Spelt grain it is. Oh, no, you gotta, oh boy. Get over here. Come this way. Okay, let's, we'll do this. We'll do this. Step up here. Can I, you? That is very rude, sir. Very rude indeed. I was going to feed you, good sir, but I don't know if I really want to anymore. You've hurt my feelings. There we go. Carefully place one portion of feed. Now that our ram has had a single portion of food, they'll never need to be fed again. What are you doing? What? How? How are you stuck inside the wall? Get out of the walls. That seems about right. Alright, you live in your little pen now. You've got yourself some grains there. When you're ready, you can start eating. Like this. Num num. Looks like it might be a few days before they're ready to make the babies, to make the milk. And then we get the babies, and we harvest the milk, and we make a cheese. It's a good plan. I understand, I'm grounded. Let's leave this place. Our next step on here is to check on the pigs. How are you all doing down here? Go on, wrong way. Everyone up, everyone up. There we go, we'll keep you all confined in here. Yes. Don't worry. Soon you'll be released up there, but the others need to go. There we go, there's none left behind down below. Excellent. And the rest of our compost out here is also ready. Alright, that gives us, what do we have? 3 1/4 stacks of compost. Good, good. But there's one more set of animals to look upon and get sorted out before we go on to making more terra preta. And I should probably till those so I don't just think they're grass. That'll be later though. For now, chickens. Alright, let's take a look. What are you? What are you? You're generation 2? Do you belong outside? What generation are we on? I haven't kept track of the chickens. Hello? Okay, we got some generation 2 and some generation 3. We got generation 3s, 4s. You're a generation 1. Oh, there are some generation 1 chickens in here. Okay. Get out of the way, chickens. I'm trying to harvest your dead sisters. You died under mysterious circumstances and totally natural causes. Whoops. Sorry. Okay, you're all generation 3s and 4s. What about the rest of you up here? 3s? Okay. Get away from the door. 2? You don't make the cut. You're generation 3, you can stay. Some of these chickens were wild. This explains the generation 1 chickens over in the other chamber. Now I think my biggest question is going to be, if these eggs were laid by a wild hen, will they come out as generation 1 no matter what? Or if we have a generation 3 hen sitting on them, will they come out as generation 4? I would say the world may never know, but we're gonna know if we have anything less than generation 3 showing up. So it's time to release the chickens into this chamber. Yes. No. Alright, chickens. Go on, get out of the water. Be scared of me. Run. Go up. This needs to be better designed so they don't keep falling in. Alright. Alright, chickens. Get out of here. Go up where you belong. Be chickens. Be good chickens. Be the hens you were born to be. It's weird to think that these are actually dinosaurs. Nature's weird. Alright, no, go on. Run, go in there. Oh, okay. I think I need to design a little bit more elegant of a system to organize the chickens. This is chaos. Just pure, unfettered chaos. I mean, it's kind of fun, but it could be more organized. And honestly, it really should be, so, back to the drawing board just a little bit. This system, it has potential. Having a staircase up on either side, maybe not the smartest move. I'm sure there's a good design hidden in the bones of what I've already got. I'll just have to discover it. Like an archaeologist finding dinosaur bones. Oh wait, I already have them. They're right here. From modern day dinosaurs. Man, I wish birds were real. Oh, right. You're out here. Come here. Go on inside. No. No. You're gonna get me shot. It's a bad neighborhood here. Okay, you're a decorative outdoor chicken, that's fine. Whew. Okay, let's figure out something very important. "2.5 days? Why, that's tomorrow." Wait. So while we wait for sunnier days before we get to some outdoor construction, let's take a little bit of this compost and this high fertility soil, since we've got nearly 2 stacks of it, and get ourselves the other ingredients to turn this all into terra preta. So I do believe that means it's onward to the quern. As we're making our way over to the workshop, let's just do a quick little stop by here. Head on down to this dark little cellar. Get some light in here. Oh wait, there's no light at all in here, is there? Ooh, that's gotta change. Okay, There we go. Give it a little bit of torchlight in here, just to keep you alive, because I don't know if it's open enough for this to all be considered sunlight for you. You need to go home, Spider Pig. Okay, onward to charcoal. Close the door, keep the nasties out. Oh, right, I put all the charcoal in a crate. Yeah, all of this is possibly going to have to get addressed. I don't know if any of this is actually moving too fast for what's going to be considered a friction fire hazard come 1.22, which is out. I just haven't updated to it yet because I'm waiting for all the mods to be ready. I also haven't checked if the mods are ready. I should check that. There are a few things that I want to verify before updating this particular world to 1.22. More so than just the mechanical power right down here, I've got to figure out a new layout for the windmills up top, figure out a little bit of a different layout for the forges and the subsequent bellows I'll need to keep those running hot. But also, there was a little snippet in the patch notes about lava and water and basalt generation. Something about that is changing, so I'm going to need to double check before I make anything more permanent out of our little basalt generator down below. Also gotta make some choices here for the new quenching system. Much to do, much to research, and then much to decoratively build. Why am I talking when I should be letting things grind? I could talk while they grind. Well, now that things are grinding, I think we've discussed everything we need to before we start putting the terra preta in the ground, so, I'll see you outside. Oh, wait a minute, I have 5 more compost than I thought I did. Alright, another stack of each. Let's do this. It's again with all the back and forth, but it's what we do. It is tradition. Alright, I must keep grinding away. Terra preta at the speed of dirt. Play in the dirt, and it's more dirt. Wow. I'm really gonna need to up composting production because, this is not a lot. You remember how much bread dough I tossed on the ground all haphazardly? This is all we were able to get from all that compost. We're gonna need a lot more compost. Ooh. We got pears. We got apples. We got so many fruits that are all ready to go here. All right. Alright, the fruit is all harvested. We'll have to do the honey again in a moment, but most, not all, but most of the flax is ready for picking. So let's get her done. Uh-oh. I'm being shot at again. Okay. Maybe it's a little dangerous to do that outside in the middle of the night when there are men firing their bones in our general direction. Let's wait for the probably still going to be very rainy light of morning and then finish harvesting all the flax. Sounds like a much better idea rather than being accosted in my own fields.
While we wait for the sun to rise, a quick shout out to this episode's sponsor, Langless. Langless provides server hosting for Minecraft, Vintage Story, and Hightail. Use the affiliate link in the description below or scan the QR code on screen to let them know I sent you. And now let us carry on back to the video.
Looks like we've got a few more days to wait on these oak trees to... Oh, okay, I'm awake. So, we've made some good progress on the harbor so far, but let's take a look at our next steps. This is what we have so far. Let's just get this ice out of the way. Much better. Now, of course, we're going to want to finish filling in the wooden walkways on the outer walls, and to close things off on the north side, we're going to want to add a wall with a couple of towers. That'll give us a proper entrance from the eastern side, flanked by some towers. The walkway on this north side is going to intersect with a large chunk of land here. I did think about tearing it down or flattening it to build some kind of boardwalk plaza, but having the walkway tunnel through it feels like the more visually interesting way to go. Not just because it's a lot less digging. Now, of course, there's also the docks. It's the focal point of this whole thing, after all, and this is the fourth design? Maybe fifth. Regardless, this is the general shape I'm aiming for, with, I'm sure, a whole bunch of tweaks and changes as things get built up. For all of the walkable areas that aren't going to be oak, I think light mud brick would blend in nicely, and we haven't used it much, if at all, yet. So it's good. Lastly, a lighthouse. Since that chunk of land on the north side is going to stay, rather than having a lighthouse on this little island like I had initially planned, we're going to have a staircase branch off from the north wall, leading up to the lighthouse there. That way it'll actually be visible to ships at sea. There's still a lot of planning I haven't shown off yet, but I'm going to leave those for later surprises. For the moment, I'm going to go cut down a bunch of oak trees scattered around the area so we can keep working while we wait for that mass of oak trees to grow.
what big leaves you have.
All the better to share you with, my dear.
Yeah, I also am not entirely certain what I'm on about, but let's not forget to shear the leaves this time.
Not like with the maple, that was a bit of a mistake.
Now, the hope is that we will end off with more seeds than we started with, so that this is actually sustainable. Okay, nearly 3 stacks so far. That is actually really good. I think this is going to be very self-sustaining.
As long as we remember to shear the leaves. It's a very important step.
But now for an even more important step.
It's time to cut them down and collect our wood. No, wolves, you can't have none of it. Just gotta clear these sticks out of my inventory first.
All right. It is time.
Ow, 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 ow.
Ah. One axe wasn't enough.
I knew I should have held spares. Oh boy. Oh boy.
All right, round 2.
Yes, come to me, my lovely forestry.
I'm quite pleased with these results.
2640. 668. Not too shabby for a first haul here between this crate that I'm sitting on, the one behind me that is also full, and that one just behind that diagonally that has 28. We have 668 acacia logs.
Not bad when I didn't even fill up all the dirt down there.
So now let's take our almost 3 stacks and use 79 of those seeds to fill up for another round. Yeah. Well, that's our first harvest all done and dusted, and a second one planted and awaiting growth. I would call this a smashing success.
Plus, look at all those sticks we got over there. That's a lot of wood right there. So many stick. But all right, let's head on back home for the moment, because I'm out of food in my pockets. How are you guys doing? 2 days, 3 days, 2 days, 3 days, 1 day. You're my favorite. Uh-oh. Well.
You know what? Actually, I'm switching these plants.
This one gets in my face.
Ah, much better. I mean, it's still a little tall. Maybe one day we'll get another cookpot on the table. Or make ourselves a decorative flower pot that's a little less big and in the face. Although this is really not that bad of an angle. Ooh, I think the food is ready. Alright, so I think I briefly went over some of the mechanics of how exactly that tree farm works, and it's quite simple actually when you break it down.
We've been doing some diagrams today, so let's do another.
When a log is broken with an axe, it checks all 9 adjacent spaces above it to see if there's more log to be broken. If one is found, the process will repeat and repeat and repeat until it's all gone. So with our pyramid design, we break one log, all log above break. It's kind of a branching reaction. But guess it's a very efficient way of doing things.
Many trees, short amount of time, many seeds with a whole lot of tree seeds mod.
And so I think, with us waiting on those oak trees to finish growing, and the acacia's first harvest in hand, tucked away, stored, 668 blocks worth.
plus whatever we may still have down in the basement, I think this is a good place to call it for today. We gotta start getting ready to get with the times. 1.22 has been out for a while. I got some upgrading to do. And then, once everything's all upgraded and updated, we can start working on the castle interior. We did a lot of dock stuff today, and we might do more next time as well. I have a feeling there's just going to be a lot of building. Like a lot. But for the moment I say, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And sorry again about the really long wait. A lot of things just keep happening and it takes a long time for me to actually get time to spend time. Time is expensive. I spent 12 hours replacing my car's AC condenser. I don't even know how to do car stuff. I learned. I cried. I bled a little, but I mostly cried. Seized radiator hose clamps and my arms do not go together. Not one bit. But anyway, once again, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And a super special shout out to all of our channel members. Thank you so much for your support. You're all the greatest, and I really appreciate you. Thank you. So I'm going to go wait for those oak trees to grow. But until then, bye. What you doing?